I'm at Raleigh Brewing Company, home of a fantastic Belgian golden called Yes Man. And that's our challenge today, is to brew a high gravity Belgian beer. So join us as we brew a Belgian Tripel.
Drunk and losing ground, broken up and down. The only way I've found to shake your body free. I've got what it takes to help you make mistakes, to put you through a phase that's harder than it seems.
So what we've got in here is about 27 pounds of two-row pale malt, and then about 2 pounds of the caramel 10. It's a very simple bill, but it'll provide the base to a very strong beer, hopefully. During brew day we will be sampling several beers. First of all we've got Hot Slam. By who makes Hot Slam?
Bells.
By Bells.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see how good your water chemistry is and see if we can get the right pH here. 5.5. Is that what we're after? 5.5.
Yep, 5.5 is what we wanted.
Of course it was, yeah. So every 10 minutes, have to just stir the top third of the grain. Just not much to do in the 90 minutes that this has been going for, but every 10 minutes you get the excitement of stirring it briefly and then trying to stop this auto sparge from bobbing up and down like a crazy thing. Like that. That's happening because the auto sparge is doing a flow control on the pump, and it's just kind of resonating until you can get it to just stay steady. Like that. Done. So this one is definitely bottle conditioned. It's Imperial Stout 2016.
So at last our 90-minute mash is done, and now we are draining down into this boil kettle down below here. Okay, while we wait for the boil, it's time for another beer.
It's a bit like that. It's a bit like our one actually. It's got that same smell to it. Okay, so the best bit, hops. It's a Belgian Tripel, so it's quite modest. So we've got Styrian Golding pellet hops. They go in right away, and then for the 90 minutes, the beginning of the boil, and then at the 60 minutes remaining, so in half an hour, we'll put some more bittering hops in, German Tettnang. After we've done the 90-minute and the 60-minute bittering, when we get a bit more into the flavouring impact hops, we'll put some Fuggle, just an ounce of Fuggle. Right at the end, flame out, there's some Czech Saaz hops.
90 minutes.
60 minutes. 30 minutes. And actually 5 minutes. We also have the Candi sugar that needs to go in a minute. So we've got the hop spider in the middle there. In a minute we're going to put the hops in there, but right now we just add the Candi sugar straight into the boil. Okay, so now the hops weighed out 2.5 ounces. The boil is just getting started, so we have the hop spider, which helps just keep the hops from ending up all through the wort and then becoming more of a problem when you have to drain later for fermenting. So it's just a nice easy way for us to practically manage all the hops that we're adding. Okay, so your job is to start the timer.
Hey Siri, set the timer for 90 minutes.
Timer set for 1 hour and 30 40 minutes.
Okay, so this is one way to try to oxygenate, but this expensive equipment that we got from the high-tech beer shop is pretty helpful for taking some of the hard work out of it, because this is going to take probably 10 minutes to fill this carboy in. It gets old quick when you're starting to try to keep doing what I was doing before.
Now's the point where we see if what we've done is actually correct. We are going to measure the original gravity. Alright, the original gravity is supposed to be 0.74. Oh yeah, look at that, 0.7. I'll have a look. I think we're at 0.72. Looking at that. So we're pretty close. Pretty close, I think. So the last and very important step, the step that I'm just terrified one day we're going to forget and then be like, why is the beer not fermenting? Is to put the yeast in. We did not do a yeast starter. So what we did is we bought a ton of yeast. We bought basically 5 of these packets, which we're going to split between 2 carboys. And that should give us enough yeast cells to get fermentation started. So we've got the carboys capped now with blow-off tubes, which just connect in here to just a little jug here of sanitized water. That's basically Saaz in there, and we have it in a temperature controlled freezer, currently at 68, and it will kick in and cool down if it gets above 72. But basically that's it. We've completed the brew. The original gravity came out about right. So now we just have to cross our fingers and hope for fermentation. So it has been 1 month since we brewed this and fermented it, and this is the result. What we've actually done is we kegged half of it and then we bottled the other half. Let's try it. First taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Promising.
Yeah, I think this is going to be good. Come back in 6 months, we'll see.